Hi, I'm Phil Dispenza, and this is Deals and Steals Fast Food Hacks. Today we're going to concentrate on using apps. With apps, you get special deals, they'll send you coupons, and a lot of times you could even earn some rewards. So today we're going to start with McDonald's. Let's get into it.
Okay, here we are with the McDonald's app. If you're looking, I'm going to be covering the deals and the rewards today. So if you look at the top right corner, you see I have in the reward point 23,028 points. For every dollar you spend, you get 100 points. So when you spend $15, you can get a reward. So let's look at the rewards first.
If it's free, it's for me.
Deals and rewards at bottom here. And now it says you have 23,028 points. Now, my phone automatically will connect to the closest McDonald's. So the closest McDonald's in town here, which we actually don't go because we don't like the manager, is a corporate. And there is a difference between corporate and franchise when it comes to certain things. The reward should be universal. Now, for the most part, we use the rewards for the vanilla cone. So for 1,500 points, you can see that the vanilla cone is. But I'm going to view all the rewards. McDonald's just changed their rewards. I just noticed it last night. It used to be 1,500, 3,000, 4,500, and 6,000. The cheeseburger used to be under the 1,500 points. So they're just getting more out of you. Of course, give you less, take more. This is corporate greed. So for 1,500 points, we always usually get the vanilla cone. And if we've realized 23,000 points is $230, we usually will have an average between 25 and 30,000 points. But they do expire. I believe it may be every 6 months or 8 months. The points will expire. So you have to use them or you lose them. So for 1,500 points, you can look and it says vanilla cone, apple pie, and a coffee. So if it was breakfast, you'd also be able to get a hash browns. So if you move down to 2,000, which, like I said, didn't exist until recently, cheeseburger, a McChicken, and a sausage biscuit if it was breakfast. So 3,500, that's actually, I think that's a new one. They raised it from 3,000 to 3,500. They're ripping you off way more. 6-piece chicken nuggets, medium fries, large iced coffee, a sausage burrito, and sausage McGriddles. What you can realize is you can feed yourself. If you have, like I have 23,000 points, I can make meals out of this. This is new. 4,000 points, $3 off. That makes no sense because you're spending $30 or $40 to get $3 off, which is stupid. I would never do that. That's new anyway. 5,000 points. This didn't exist before either. So for 5,000 points, you get a large French fries, Filet-O-Fish. I believe that was 6,000 at one point. The Filet-O-Fish, unless that was 4,500. Sausage McMuffin, and hotcakes. And then finally, 7,000 points, which used to be 6. Now, the Big Mac for 7,000 points is stupid. What I would actually do, and I'm going to probably show you a Happy Meal if you feel like feeding the kids for no money whatsoever. Use 7,000 points. You ought to have 13. Actually, no, I'd have 16,000 points left. 10-piece chicken nuggets, quarter pounder, McFlurry, and of course, more breakfast, sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. So what I've done in the past, and it's not perfect, but for 1,500 points in the past, I would order a cheeseburger. So I'm going to click this. And then I'll just put add to pickup order. Now, usually you have to be near the McDonald's, and I put pick an item. It's just stupid because you're picking a cheeseburger anyway. But I customize. So if you feel like making a Big Mac, you can make a Big Mac for 4,000 points plus a little money. So what you would do is actually take off the mustard, put none. Take off the ketchup, put none. I think yeah, okay. Diced onions, again, I showed this with the Burger King. I always like to get extra stuff. So instead of regular, I pick extra. Pickles, instead of regular, I get extra. Cheese, it already comes with a cheese. Now, if you were good, what you're going to do is you can actually use points in the deal, and once you put the deal through and you get your food, you can use the deal again on your app. And I'm going to explain how deals work in person. So a lot of times I'll get no salt on the beef. That's not enough salt. The only thing is you can't get a sesame seed bun. So that's the only negative thing about this. So in order to make a Big Mac, you need lettuce. So I would just add one added lettuce, which costs you, how much is 30 cents. If you feel like having a lot of lettuce, sometimes I'll throw a lot of lettuce anyway. You don't need other cheeses. You don't need mayonnaise. So don't click special request. They'll just make a hamburger with nothing, and then you're wasting your points. So you save the changes, and then you add to bag. Now, the only thing is you don't have Big Mac sauce. So what I would do is actually go up to the counter and ask them either to give you some Big Mac sauce or just charge you for it. So some managers will just throw it in. I think they can ring it up. It probably costs you 40 or 50 cents. So for $1 and 4,000 points, which used to be 3,000 points, you can make your own Big Mac. And the good thing is you'll actually, the stupid phone's getting notifications. You'll get 2 cheeses instead of 1 cheese. And then when you order the second cheeseburger, do the same thing. You can put no mustard, no pickle. No mustard, no ketchup, and then add extra pickles, extra onions, and then there you go. You have your Big Mac because the one burger has lettuce and the other one doesn't. So we're going to cancel. I'm going to get out of here. Let's see. How's the easiest way to get out of this? Try to go back. Going to cancel the cheeseburger. We're going to move to deals.
I got a deal.
Now, deals are going to vary on like I said, franchise or corporate. Corporate, you might get a little better. Let's see. Why is this not here? I don't want rewards anymore. You know what? I'll just go back to home. Come on. Phones take a long time to load. And then I'm going to click rewards and deals. And then I'll click deals. So up right here, you got your deals. Now, deals, for the most part, have been staying the same. You got stupid McDelivery. I've never done it. I won't pay extra for that. So what I like to do, if you feel like a Filet-O-Fish meal, order free. You get free any size fries with purchase of a Filet-O-Fish. So the purchase of a Filet-O-Fish is like usually around $4.50 to $5, depending on which McDonald's you go to. So for that, you can get a large fry, a Filet-O-Fish, and then you just buy a soda. Now what I'll do is I'll show you a little trick in case you want to have extra food or even stuff to take home. Then they got for this deal, it's 40% off of a double cheeseburger or 6-piece McNuggets. So you just click that and you pick one of the two and you'll get 40% off. Like I said, modify. Always modify. Give yourself extra stuff if you like to. And then they don't have too much here. They used to have large fries for $2 or whatever. So the deals will vary. So 20% off any purchase of $10 or more. So there you might want to add the soda or something like that. The problem is with the deals, you cannot use the McValue menu if you use the 20% off. Now, there is a trick to this. If you're only going to use one deal, you can use your app. That's fine. If you want to use more than one deal, so say I want to use the Filet-O-Fish deal, I want to eat the double cheeseburger 40% off, and then maybe for my wife, I want to order something different with 20% off. It won't let you have to wait 15 minutes with the app. But if you go up to the kiosk, you see the bottom right here where it has your little QR code or whatever. When you click this, you can type in your number at the kiosk. It loads all the deals on the screen. You can pick a deal. You can do the whole thing on your screen. and then you can check out and then just go right back in, put a new QR code 1 minute later, and you can order the next deal and do the same thing. You go to the third deal. So using the kiosk, you don't have to wait 15 minutes between purchases. So my suggestion is use the kiosk, or use one deal maybe on the app and then use the kiosk for the other deals. I'm going to show you one other little shortcut for McDonald's right here, is what I like to do. I'll put pick up again because I'm going to put an order, even though I'm not going to hit final. Come on. That stings. So I'll pick the closest McDonald's again. I don't never go there. So what I have a tendency of doing, say I want the Filet-O-Fish meal, or I want the Filet-O-Fish meal. So I order Filet-O-Fish, get the free any size fries, and then I go to the McValue menu. So you scroll down to the McValue menu. Now I'll make other McDonald's in the future, but I'm going to show you. See the $5 McChicken meal deal, $6 McDouble meal, or $7 Daily Double, which I think is a ripoff. So what I have a tendency of doing, I pick the McChicken deal. Now, what I don't like, a lot of times I'll modify the McChicken. So what I'll do is I'll customize it. I take out the mayonnaise. I don't want mayonnaise anymore. And then I go down, and it already has lettuce. So I'll add pickle. I'll pick extra. Tomatoes cost you extra, so I won't do that. And I usually add ketchup. So we'll save that. So customize small fries. You have to get small fries. You don't have a choice. You pick a sauce for your chicken. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Oh, they have Big Mac sauce. So if you want, you could pick your Big Mac sauce and make your Big Mac without paying anything extra. Because usually they'll give you more than one sauce and you just ask them for a different one. So where the hell's the drink? I might move the phone. You know what? I think it says next, select drink. So here's a trick. They give you a small drink with this thing. We don't want a small drink. So what you do is you click view all. Now you can't do this on the kiosk. You might be able to do this with a cashier, but I use the app for this. So I click cold drinks, soft drinks. Come on. And then you could pick large. So say you want a large Coke. You see what it says? It says 60 cents more. A lot of times it's been 30 cents more. So you can get yourself a large and just pay a little extra instead of ordering like a $3 or $3.50 large Coke by itself. So this is what I'm saying. You can get a $5 meal or $5.60 meal plus the Filet-O-Fish, which costs you $5. So for $10, you get a Filet-O-Fish, a large fry, a McChicken, a small fry, 4 nuggets, and a soda. So for $10, you could feed yourself very well. And what I'll do is I'll order 2 McChicken meals. So I give my wife, she'll have extra McNuggets. If she doesn't want the McChicken, I'll eat it, whatever, or take it home. And so you can finagle a lot of different things. So this is a great deal. I will show you more in the future. Let's help other people out there. So like, comment, and share. Share my videos because I'm going to be doing this for lots of different fast food. I said that with the Burger King. This time I have my little tripod holding this so it's not all shaky. I plan on doing Wendy's real soon. And we'll see you in the next one.